I'm taking the mixed doubles crown from a fresh, unexpected angle today. You're about to see a story packaged as if we're watching a candid post-match analysis, with the texture of a creator thinking aloud rather than a dry recap. Let's dive in. The hook first. What happens when a wrist injury nearly derails a finals run, but stubborn chemistry, a little humor, and a lot of big-game nerves push two players to the top? That's Cobolli and Bencic's story in a nutshell. They were minutes from calling it off, then seconds from writing a chapter nobody saw coming. Personally, I think the real drama isn't just the scoreline, it's the sprint from doubt to dominance under pressure. Context, quick and sharp. Flavio Cobolli and Belinda Bencic just clinched the Mixed Doubles Invitational title at a major tournament, beating the top seeds 6-3, 2-6, 10-7 in a championship decider that delivered a single-set loss all week. They're splitting $360,000 in prize money, which is a nice bow on a week where a wrist scare almost capped their momentum. Let me unpack the layers, idea by idea, with the kind of interpretation you get from watching a match tactically and emotionally, not just reading a recap. Idea 1. The wrist scare nearly redirected the whole narrative. Cobolli revealed he was scraping through, almost didn't sign the partnership because his wrist was acting up. What makes this really interesting is how a potential physical limitation becomes a catalyst for adaptability. When players push past a constraint, they often discover new rhythms, a more strategic cadence, tighter net coverage, and a willingness to lean on instinct rather than pure power. In my opinion, this moment isn't just about resilience, it's about recalibrating your game on the fly. A detail I find fascinating is how such moments can reveal a partner's capacity for support and patience. Bencic's role here wasn't merely to win points, but to anchor their synergy when one half was unsure. What this suggests is a deeper trend: resilience and adaptability as differentiators in doubles, where communication and chemistry can trump raw shot-making over a single week. Idea 2. The partnership is built on mutual trust and a touch of humor. Bencic's comment about Cobolli winning over her daughter's heart is more than a playful quip. It signals psychological chemistry. What makes this really interesting is how relational dynamics seep into performance. In doubles, trust isn't just about knowing where your partner will be, it's about feeling supported when the plan falters. From my perspective, the lighter moments backstage often predict on-court cohesion. Humor reduces tension, allowing players to execute under pressure. A deeper takeaway: when teammates cultivate a relaxed but focused relationship, they compress failure into a learning moment, which compounds over a tournament run. This aligns with a bigger trend where off-court rapport translates into on-court efficiency, especially in mixed formats where personalities are complementary rather than simply compatible. Idea 3. Belinda Bencic brings a rare blend of singles pedigree and doubles versatility. She's a multi-time WTA champion in singles, with Olympic doubles gold and a silver in Tokyo's doubles, a profile that signals adaptability. Cobolli, while younger and with fewer doubles wins, is trading experience for velocity and risk management. What makes this really interesting is how their contrasting resumes create a balanced equation. Bencic can anchor the net and orchestrate points, while Cobolli can surprise with aggressive returns and aggressive layouts. From my point of view, this pairing leverages complementary strengths to cover gaps you'd expect in a fresh doubles pairing. The broader implication is that the best mixed doubles teams often fuse distinct personal styles, singles grit with doubles craft, to become unpredictable opponents no matter the draw. Idea 4. The finals format and the pressure curve. They dropped only one set en route to the title, and the final itself stretched to a 3-set decider in a match tiebreak. What this raises is a deeper question. In a condensed, high-stakes environment, does maximizing consistency beat sheer peak moments? In this case, Cobolli and Bencic delivered a closing burst in the tiebreak, which I read as a testament to mental endurance and tactical clarity when the clock is ticking. One thing that immediately stands out is how the match tiebreak can become a microcosm of a season, a few decisive points that reflect preparation, nerve control, and the willingness to shift gears mid-flow. If you take a step back and think about it, The ability to flip the narrative in a sprint is a skill that differentiates champions across disciplines, not just tennis. Idea 5. The broader context. This moment sits inside a larger pattern of mixed doubles vitality. The top seeds were defeated by Cobolli and Bencic, who had already shown chemistry the week prior in the United Cup group stage when Bencic paired with Jakub Paul. What this really suggests is that cross-fertilization between events can seed strong partnerships quickly. What many people don't realize is how short-term collaboration can turn into durable teamwork, especially when players are motivated by momentum and shared goal setting. If you zoom out, this is part of a trend where players leverage diverse competitive environments to refine signals, communication, court coverage, decision-making under pressure that translate to doubles success later in the season. Deeper insight: this win isn't just about a trophy or a paycheck. It's a case study in momentum, relationship dynamics, and strategic flexibility. Cobolli's wrist scare forced a constraint. The constraint was reframed as a feature, a catalyst for tighter teamwork, smarter shot selection, and a calmer presence at the finish line. The fact that Bencic, with a singles-rich resume, is anchoring this team demonstrates an important shift. Doubles success increasingly rests on relational intelligence, how well you turn stress into synergy, how quickly you can switch tactics, and how you read a partner's cues under tournament fatigue. Closing thought: when you watch this, you're not just watching a victory, you're watching a blueprint for how to turn potential roadblocks into the very fuel that powers a championship run. The question I'm left with for you is simple. In your own work or sport, what constraint could you reframe as an advantage if you had the right teammate or mindset? Share your thoughts below. And tell me which aspect of Cobolli and Bencic's approach you'd want to try in your own practice. The wrist into wisdom pivot, the humor-first bonding, or the hybrid skill set that blends singles grit with doubles craft. If you enjoyed this kind of breakdown, smash the like button and subscribe for more creator-style breakdowns where I unpack not just what happened, but why it matters and what it signals about the sport's direction. See you in the next analysis.